Hello, and welcome to Getting Started with ZIPPYDOC. In this video, we will be showing you how to use the Find task to identify entries in a data table that meet certain search criteria. The entries that match the search criteria will be marked as true, and the ones that don't will be marked as false. The dataset we are using for this example contains sales information for a sporting goods company which has stores located in various locations. Each row of this table is a sales entry that contains details about the date of purchase, location, product type, and price. Our aim is to find all sales entries in Houston which have a quantity greater than 50. In order to get started, we need to add the data table to the flow. We have explained how to do this in a previous video. Please check it out if you need help. In this case, we have already added the table to a flow. We then add the Find task to the flow. We can do this by clicking the Select Task button and choosing the Find task from the available list of options. The task has now been added to the flow, and we can update the description of the task. It is a good practice to briefly describe what a task is doing. We can then start entering the parameters by clicking the Parameter button. First, we need to select the Input table. Now we can add the Find options. We need to enter the column name where our results will appear based on the conditions we have entered. In our example, we will be looking for all sales entries in Houston where the quantity is greater than 50. We will call this column Houston Sales. We have the option to include a custom delimiter, not to duplicate, and to apply to a record or a group of columns. Now we need to add our conditions. For our first condition, we will be checking whether the city is Houston. For our second condition, we will check whether the quantity is greater than 50. Once we have set our filtering conditions, we can define the output table parameters. We then execute the Find task by clicking the Run Task button. Once the task has been executed and the output table generated, we can see that ZIPPYDOC has found data based on the conditions we had entered. All sales entries in Houston with a quantity greater than 50 have been marked as true. Thank you for joining us in this instructional video series for ZIPPYDOC. We will see you in the next video.